from Sydney. I am waiting for a ferry. We're about to take a ferry to the beach and we have about a 20-minute wait. So I'm seeing all these railings around here and I just want to show you guys some really awesome stretches you can do to feel better in your body, loosened up. You can use a railing, a bar, a countertop, or something sturdy that's about a little bit higher than your hips from the floor.
Let's warm up with our bar V stretch, stretching the lower back and spine. Feet close to the bar, arms all the way straight. Press back into a V shape, lengthening your spine, and just moving forward and back, sinking deeper each time. Holding at the bottom, we'll bend the knees and then just making a C shape with your body, bend and straighten the knees, keeping chin toward the chest. Figure 4 stretch, crossing right leg over the left, sink the hips back, and feel free to sit a little bit lower than normal, using the bar for leverage, and then we'll just take it on the other side. Move into our full body stretch, so step the left leg back so that your heel is underneath your hip. Reach your right leg back as far as you can, as if your right leg is pulling away from your hands. And we'll just round the spine, inhaling to lengthen, exhale, rounding the spine. Holding at the bottom, lift the heels and just pivot the knees side to side, loosening up through the lower back, any tension. And we'll take the single leg stretch on the other side, inhaling to lengthen. And exhale to round. Feel free to take a bend to that right knee. Beginning to stretch out the hamstrings. And then just pivot side to side. This is going to warm up the sides of our body, so reaching the right arm away from your right hip. You're lengthening the right hip away from the right rib cage. By pulling that right arm over, cross it over the left arm, and then pull your right leg behind your left leg to deepen the stretch. And we'll just warm up into the oblique muscle, squeezing your arm towards your leg a few times. Obviously, you can do this a lot more for added effect. And then we'll cross right leg in front of left that time. Doing the same sequence on the other side. Inhale, lengthen. And then crisscross, left arm over right. Right leg can come behind the left, pulling those hips away from the bar. It's all about that leverage. And then a few oblique lifts, we call it oblique crunches. For modification, you can bend the knee or the elbow. And then left leg in front of right, deep lengthening inhale. And let's move into our leg stretches. So we'll take the right leg up. These can seem scary at first, but they're really not that bad. You can start with something a little bit lower, but I promise you can do it. If your leg's not all the way straight, don't worry, because we're just gonna move anyway. Move, bend and straighten that leg, lengthening open the hamstring. Then turning the toes to face sideways to the bar. Drop your hands down to the ground, or you can wrap them around your ankle. And then we'll pivot the toes to face all the way away from the bar. Turning your right foot to rest on the bar. Bend and straighten the knee. Deepening into the stretch, kind of like a standing split stretch. Just to warm up to a standing split. And top arm's gonna come up for half moon pose, deep inhale. Use the strength of your abs to pull yourself back up and finish where we started. We'll put it all together on the other side, starting with our hamstring stretch. Adding some movement, that feels good. And feeling free to readjust your right leg. How close or far do you want it from the bar? Turning the toes away, dropping your head down. This time I'm going to bind my ankle. And then turning all the way away for our standing split stretch, modified standing split. Ending with half moon, standing the arm, and engaging the core, coming back where we started. And next we'll move into back bends. So actually we're going to face toward the bar. Bring your feet in close, knees close, hips close, and then let out of your upper body, sink all the way down. Your head is a heavy weight, shoulders relaxed, sinking low. And we'll always take a counter stretch with your back bend. So whether that's a V stretch or on the other side, I'll show you the side stretch again. So you guys are starting to know these moves, start incorporating them into your day, and you'll start to be able to just move and do what feels right. Just getting to know your body. Now I'm on a boat. We're gonna do incline push-ups. Hands are a little bit wider than your shoulders so that the elbows are going out to the sides as you lower down. Chest touches the bar. To make it more challenging, bring the feet further back. Now for these bar pull-ups, you want your arms wider than your elbows so that when you do bend your elbows come right underneath your wrists. I'm pushing my feet into the ground. I'm keeping my hips up off of the floor. Don't worry if you start and these are really small. Eventually you'll be able to do it. You just gotta train your body to listen to what you train it to do, and it will work, I promise. So you can try one leg up if you want to make it more challenging. If this is your first time, I would not recommend that. Moving into the second part of the workout, we're going to move into those legs. So take your right foot up onto the railing. I like to wear shoes for this. We're going to stretch into the quadricep, the hip flexor, front of that leg. You can either stay up on your foot. Imani found she got a deeper stretch if she comes down onto her knee. And actually for me, I went down onto my knee and didn't feel anything. So it might be a height difference thing. We have about 5 inches difference between us. But I don't want to say because she's probably more flexible than me. So from here, we're going to work the balance by coming back up onto that foot, making sure your heel is underneath the knee, and then reach the arms back to kind of stabilize you. Really pull your core tight, belly button towards your spine. Stabilize with the arms, whatever you want your arms to do. Reach forward, take the hands back down. From here, take your other foot up onto the railing, stabilizing with your arms. Now we'll do decline push-ups. This works more into the lower chest and obviously is a lot more challenging. So we're lifting a lot more weight. So you'll do lower reps of these than you need to with incline push-ups. And then we'll hold in that plank, and we're working against gravity to lift up one leg at a time. So we're sculpting the rear end, back of the hamstrings, and still engaging our core to stay in this plank position. Arms are still working. Overall, an awesome exercise. So then we're gonna just switch legs, get that hip flexor stretch on the other side. So again, you can either stay on your foot or you can drop down onto your knee for like more of a deepening or modification. Less balance. And again, feel free to do whatever movement with your arms feels good. On this side, we're gonna add a lunge. So once you've got your balance, you can start to add a bend into the knee, sinking low so that your hip comes about even with your knee. Doesn't have to be a huge motion, you're gonna really feel it. And we'll just hold it low, feeling that burn. What's nice about these railings is there was multiple levels to the railing. So you're gonna see it now. You're gonna notice there's like workout equipment everywhere you look once you start looking for it. It's just like working out everywhere. And the thing is, like, these workouts are very short. You don't have to spend a lot of time. You just have to create a habit. You just have to always be moving. You don't have to spend an hour at a time, take a shower. Like, you can just squeeze them in here and there. And we'll go to the other side. I don't know why I'm doing doggy arms, but this was all off the cuff. BTW. And then sink low and hold. And we're just gonna have a conversation. Or stretch. And then next we'll take that, we did this a little earlier in the workout, our hamstring and inner thigh stretch, just letting your hands drop down. And making sure your toes are turned like perpendicular from the railing. And this I am. And then let's do decline push-ups one more time. One more set of decline push-ups. And then hold at the top. Let's take your right leg off, bend the knee, and then start pressing your foot up towards the sky. These are pretty challenging. You're working against gravity here. So to the other side. Squeezing into those glutes, flexing through the heel. And then let's take our hamstring or thigh stretch on the other side. So we're turning the toes, so the inside of your foot is parallel with the railing. Keep the booty a spank. Maybe a little bit of half moon, reaching the arm. So there you go, you have completed our bar/railing workout. You can do this anywhere you see a railing. Obviously, be safe. But great job, you guys have a fabulous day, and I guess just enjoy the view for this last couple seconds.